Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys.
Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today, in place of Ronnie, please welcome back the one and only Amy Phillips from Drama Darling. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hello. I'm great. It's so nice to see you again.
Oh, it's great to have you here, especially because today we're doing Real Housewives of Miami, and you have a pink neon sign behind you, which feels very Miami.
It is.
You're set. Yeah, you clearly, are you broadcasting from Miami Beach right now? South Beach?
I am. I'm in South Beach. I took Stephanie's private jet because I had some dogs to pick up. So I went ahead and she was able to pick me up in Santa Clarita. So Nia and Danny and I, yeah, we left here. Now we're in, Miami, and we're going to be remote this week.
Great. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so glad that you found a proper Miami themed set for your Miami visit.
Thank you. And I've got my shirt on as well. That's popping some, I feel like Miami colors,
You're smart. I'm also wearing stripes. We're both wearing stripes. You are wearing Miami colors. I am wearing just a random like navy and white sort of nautical look.
Yeah, it is nautical. I love it. I love a nautical look.
Like
you're such
naughty. I'm a naughty cow.
Naughty
if
cow.
Only cow meant fortunately, the cow doesn't really make sense. Part of it. This is actually, if you're looking at it, this is one of the first T-shirts I ever made for myself.
Wait, that's one of your originals?
Yeah, this is when I was first started to sew. And you can tell because you can see this crazy white line that's around the collar.
I can't see it from here. Oh, I see it now. Well, you're pointing it out. I mean, you're stretching the material. It looks so good. I was going to mention that the collar is such a great style. I love the style of the collar, and you created that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I like to think that when I'm not podcasting, I'm innovating fashion. So thank you for recognizing my hard work over here.
You're welcome.
Please. And please tell the people in Miami.
I just get really emotional when we talk about your work and like people's work and just like working and stuff,
It's you are like Stephanie Shojai, who just loves work.
Shojai Masoud, yes.
I don't know. Is that how you say her last name? Shojai? Shojai
well, no,
Masoud.
You're right. I don't know. His name is Masoud. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I think you're right on that.
Okay, we'll just call her Steph S. Steph S. I have to say, since we recorded last week, I have had your Gina voice in my head, and I have been laughing at intermittent times of you doing that like escalating Gina voice. It is my favorite. So I really recommend, in case you missed it, everyone go back and listen to the Orange County season premiere just to hear Amy's impersonation of Gina, which was so funny.
And I apologize if it hurts your ears. And please just, I think I tailor it down a little bit towards the middle, just so as a respectable, voice on not my podcast. So I just want to make sure I'm not hurting your listeners' ears, Sterling.
Listen, these are Crappens listeners. They've had to endure all my weird noises for years and years.
I love your listeners.
Don't you worry. You are in a safe space.
I got so many followers. I got like so many people. They're so nice. Like anytime I've been welcomed into the Crappens universe, everyone just really is very embracing. So thank you.
Well, you are welcome here. And in fact, everyone should go subscribe to Amy's podcast. Before we dive into this Miami recap, everyone go subscribe right now. Drama Darling, available on all platforms, and follow Amy Phillips on all social media on Instagram. What's your handle on Instagram and Twitter or wherever you are?
Oh yeah. At Meet Amy Phillips, and I'm teetering. I'm at like 98.8 and I'm teetering. So push me over the edge. And that's at Meet Amy Phillips. And then of course, Drama Darling Show is also on Instagram.
Great. I am teetering. I'm teetering in general, like no matter what I do, whatever the context, I'm teetering. But I'm tutoring at 40,000. I'm just trying to hit 50K because I hear that you can get cool influencer things at 50K. You can make cool videos and stuff. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, because because last summer I did like an influencing video for Quest Bars, and it was so much fun. And I was like, I want to do more of these little videos because I just enjoyed making a video. And then I was told, yeah, you basically need more followers. So that's my way of saying people follow me too.
Yeah, let's stop teetering. Let's get our teats up and let's get some followers.
Let's cross that line. Yours is an easier goal to hit than mine. I'm actually asking for a solid 10K more people. You just need like 2K, and then you're set.
We'll see. All right, teats up, everybody.
Teats, no more teetering. We want to stand in our truth on the other side of those numbers. So today we are talking Miami. We are not talking. I'm not bringing it back for Orange County because Ronnie's going to be back for Orange County. Yay. He's finally making his grand return for the Orange County. It's next second episode. Yes. What do you think so far about the Miami season before we dive in?
Oh, I mean, I love Miami. I love it so much. I absolutely love Stephanie. I am very much here for her. At first, I was like, okay, kind of felt like Vicky Gondelson was like, another bitch I gotta like. And then also another bitch that's like keeps talking about her Birkins. I'm like, are we still obsessed with Birkins as a rich person? Can we move on from that? You're so rich. Do something original. Let's stop with the Birkins. Let's put them in your glass closets with locks and just move on. Get something different to talk about. So I was really put off by her at the beginning about the Birkin. Also, taking the private jet to go pick up the dogs. I was like, does Florida really need that much extra fuel spilled on their heads like at the beach? But Probably not. But then she read Lisa in that Sprinter van for being late like a school marm. And I am now full steam ahead with Stephanie.
Yes. We are not teetering on her. No. She's very marm forward. She's and I loved it. Oh my God. When she just berated Lisa about being late. Do you think your time is more important than mine? Do you think your time is better than all? I thought that was so great. It was so wonderful. And I was actually a little sad that in this episode, she kind of pulled back a little bit. She was like, I was like, no, live in that. Keep your foot on the pedal.
Yeah.
But Lisa got plenty of, Stephanie didn't even need to do that because she got it from all angles this episode. And it was hilarious. She even got it from a host from a restaurant, which is something we rarely see.
I know. And a restaurant that was actually looked pretty empty. Except for that lady.
They were holding a meditation retreat. I know. Okay, so we're picking up in that Sprinter van after Stephanie has just torn a new one into Lisa. By the way, I've not had coffee today, so who knows if I'm even going to be able to. I'm just praying.
Those stripes on your shirt are going to give you all the energy you need. Okay.
I know. Just lean into the stripes. Nautical energy. Okay. It's like, stripes are the new crystal. Okay. They're just going to give me healing energy.
Stripes are the new crystals.
People are going to bring stripes to the reunion. Kyle's going to drop some on the floor. So then, so they are heading down. They head to this place called Villa Toscana, which I guess maybe is an event space, whatever, has all these nice gardens and everything. And Daniel, the self-help expert, is there, and he's wearing a little crown. And, because it is, as one would expect, a Greek gods and goddesses anti-narcissism party, which I'm sure we've been to like 10 of those.
Yeah, I actually just hit the streets the other day in anti-narcissism protest. It was really great. Thousands of people turned up.
Oh yeah, did you make a sign?
Yeah, everyone had flags and they put them all in Lisa's face or bucket.
Everyone had I went to that protest as well, anti-narcissism protest, and we then shoved all of our signs into when we got rid of them, we just put them in a big box that said Lisa Hochstein.
Huge.
Just had her face on the signs. I think we made an impact.
I think so. I think we're making changes.
When Jodie Foster got up on that stage and spoke her truth, I said, yes.
Everyone here who has been affected by Lisa Hochstein, raise your red flags.
I don't know. I think my Jodie Foster and Sheena impression are the same.
I'm so glad because I didn't even know you had a Jodie Foster impersonation, and you were just ready. You were like, "Here it comes." It is fun. It is fun when you get put on the spot and have to do a prominent actress impersonation.
A makeshift prominent, yeah.
Yeah, like a Holly Hunter, like a Holly Hunters. Holly Hunters, I am speaking out today against narcissism and pro-Greek culture. We won't let these people destroy us. Down with all the narcs.
It's incredible how these narcissists, they just try to take us down. And I did a movie with John Goodman. I did 1,800 movies with John Goodman, and he's an excellent narcissist.
Which makes sense. That's why he got the role of King Ralph.
And I am Stretchy Girl in that movie, Incredibles.
You might remember me from my feature film, Broadcast News, which was where we were broadcasting news about narcissists. That's where I really was turned on about it.
Yeah, and also I was in that movie where I was in the desert, and I think Nicolas Cage was in it. What was it called again? It was a huge hit.
I believe it was called Raising Arizona, but original title was Raising Narcissists. Yes.
Yeah, and now they're going to actually do a reboot called Raising Larcissists.
We're still waiting for the script. It's been in development hell. Because Larsa wrote it.
Yeah. Everyone's best friend, and she wrote it.
I wrote like a script like. And I thought you guys would like to read it like. Larsa pitching a Hollywood movie that's somehow a sequel about Raising Arizona. I can see it.
I can too. She's going to get the platform. She's going to get the opportunities, and she's going to come in and she's going to be like, so glad you're all here. And they're going to be huge producers. And they're going to be like, why are we here? Like,
yeah, somehow she'll like get like the like Spielberg. She'll get Spielberg in the room. She'll get Ron Howard.
Yeah.
They're there.
100%.
They're all there. A24 lining up.
It's like Jurassic Park meets Raising Arizona.
So like it's a couple and they steal a dinosaur, like, and but it's like not their fault because like if you don't want the dinosaur stolen, like why do you even have the dinosaur out there in the first place? You know how Larsa's voice changes from like she has her Kardashian voice, but then when she gets mad, her real voice comes out.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part about her.
You're so right. She does. She like morphs into the real Larsa.
Real Larsa comes out.
Yeah,
it's scary. I just saw Sinners, and that was a movie about vampires, and as many people know, because it's like a worldwide hit, and I'm just acting like people have never seen it, but it's a movie about vampires, and that's like Larsa's voice is like she's sweet and seductive when she's asking to be let into the barn, but when you don't let her in, like her real voice comes out. Her voice.
Sorry, everybody, that was shocking. Wait, you need to go back in and do like a trigger warning for that.
That was about pretty accurate. When Larsa gets mad, she's like, Lisa, I don't think you understand. Let me in, like. So, anyway, they're arriving here. We've got Daniel, who is clearly someone that they should turn to for advice on narcissism because he's written like 6 coy expressions on a mirror. And so I think that makes him very qualified to deal with these things, right?
Coy expressions. Yes. And he may have written his blurbs on TikTok. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But yeah, he's definitely qualified.
Yeah. He's written such gems as never try to defend yourself against a narcissist because they already know you're right.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's like so right, like. That's like so right, like. Or maybe like, don't make a snack for a narcissist because they already were hungry and already ate. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Too. That's a good one.
That one is very good. That's a very good one.
Is that Guerdy?
That was Guerdy. That was Guerdy co-signing.
I love your Guerdy.
She was co-signing.
Yes. She's so fast. Boy, she went past those mirrors really quickly. She can read as fast as she can talk.
She really burned through that anti-narcissism content. She's like, okay, so nobody gets angry that a narcissist being accused of something they did. That's absolutely true. Oh, no one never tried to defend yourself against a narcissist. They already know what they're right. That's true too. Never give a banana to a narcissist because they might not need it. That's true too. I hate wasting a banana on a narcissist. Okay, which is the next mirror, please?
Oh my gosh, I've never heard your Guerdy. So funny. Damn, you were killing me last week with your Terry Dubrow. And now
I know it's so the Terry Dubrow thing. I was like, to me, that's like not. This is so like inside the actor studio. I was like, but the Terry Dubrow thing was like not even like an impersonation that I even thought was like a thing. And you were dying, and it was like tickling me so much because it's like Terry Dubrow just talk. I don't even remember what I did.
So good, I can't. It's so good. I've never heard anyone do a Terry Dubrow, and it's like perfection. Okay, I'm sorry, but anyway, Guerdy is.
I love this skill set for me.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you qualified, Ben Mandelker, for this job? I can do a good Terry Dubrow impersonation.
We're gonna pitch a movie, and it's gonna be starring Terry Dubrow, Larsa, Pippen. Oh, we'll keep working with the casting, but then we gotta get those in. I don't know if Heather's gonna make it.
Unfortunately, Heather has other obligations. She will be appearing on the reboot of Hot in Cleveland.
Okay,
back to TV land. So they walk into this garden and there's mirrors everywhere, and they all have sort of like meme kind of anti-narcissism quotes on them, like sayings or phrases, things that you would remember. What were those cards that people would send to those virtual cards that people would send to each other that were like very sassy? It was always like it was an image of like a lady in the 50s, and it was always something like, my friend said, "Where's the wine?" And I said, "Well, I just had lunch." Like that's what all the cards would say.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that like older lady who like she always has a bunch of bags maybe or something. She's like, "So I went to the store and got a lot of stuff. So what?" It's just like those. Yeah, you're right. It's snarky and like we're like as women we're coming into our own of like F you.
Yeah, it is like the source of all of Marisol's humor, by the way, also.
You are so right. And I truly cannot get enough, quite frankly, not enough.
When Marisol sits down for her inside the actor studio, they're like, Marisol, where did you develop your sense of humor? Oh, honey, it was e-cards all the way.
Right. Oh, my mother used to send me e-cards when she didn't want to talk to me. So...
They're funny. I mean, between going for e-cards and trying to get some D, I really learned how to get some comic skills.
Sometimes I used to just open up the paper and just read Kathy cartoons. And
chocolate. Am I right?
Arg. Steve.
Oh man, I would love a Kathy reboot that was just Marisol.
Oh, it was Ack. It's Ack, not Arg. That's what it is.
No, but Marisol would say Arg.
Yes.
Marisol would say Arg.
I was too in character. That's what it was.
You were a little bit. You went there. You went deep. So they're walking around. They're looking at all these mirrors, and
like one mirror, did you notice was like the Johnny Depp, like written in blood one from the Amber Heard trials. He was like, "We're done."
Oh, that's a good one, Johnny Depp.
No, but do you remember that from the trial? How he wrote in blood?
Yeah, he's
sorry to take
a strange person.
Anyway, he made it into the Miami recap. Okay, sorry.
I would love it. No, not only did he make it, you don't have to apologize. We've already brought Jodie Foster and Holly Hunter into this mix. We're bringing all the A-listers.
Welcome in.
Yes, welcome. So they all are. No one really is very impressed with these mirrors. They're like, "Oh, okay, interesting. That's cool. All right." By the way, Adriana is eyeing the self-help guy. I've already forgotten his name. What was his name? I want to say George. It's not George. Daniel, because he's hot. So she's like, "Oh, I mean, the guy's hot. I mean, if I wasn't with Frenchie, I'd sure be going for Australian tonight. I mean, you're gonna find me down under. I mean, I'd like to play that didgeridoo. I'll put that Joey in my sack. Good day, mate.
Put that shrimp on my Barbie. Yeah.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
I'll eat your dingo, baby. I don't know what that was, but okay.
That would actually be very helpful because that dingo did a lot of damage. So, it's good that someone would eat the dingo in turn. Yeah. And then the dingo would learn.
Revenge.
Other dingoes.
Take note. Take note, dingoes. Read those mirrors, dingoes.
The original narcissist. Dingoes. Dingoes, so narcissistic.
So narcissistic there. Yeah.
So, Alexia's saying that this party is not about Todd, but
Sorry, but yes.
Todd. Remember that episode where she didn't know how to say Todd's name? She was like, Todd.
Toad.
Todd.
Toad.
He's like, babe, it's called Todd. It's Todd. Just say Todd. Todd. Todd.
She's like,
So, but she says this is actually to expose the narcissism. It's really for the other women because they're all a bunch of narcissists, which is very true, actually. It's like really right on the money with this group. 100%. So then Daniel, he starts reading a quote. He's like, all right, everyone, he wants to hear a quote about narcissism. It goes like this.
Goes like this.
I like to tee up my narcissism quotes because you guys are all narcissists and probably not listening to me.
A little something like this. Hit it.
A boom, a boom, boom.
I'll give you a beat.
Good. All right, thanks. Good people get tired of being good to ungrateful people. You've been cured. Drop the beat. Drop the narcissism.
Daniel.
So, yeah, he's so wise. He's so wise. Good people get tired of being good to ungrateful people. Wow. I mean, if this person understands the root of narcissism, like, if he doesn't, then I don't know who would, because this right here is a mastery of a concept.
It truly is. The words are blending together. I don't even know what it means anymore because they're all so generic that I'm like, he could say anything to any of these ladies and they'd be like, yeah, that's true. He's like, oh, narcissism is somebody who likes to give to charities and is selfless in everything they do. Wow, that's so true. That's so true. Gotcha.
Wow, that was like really wise. Like, so then they go. Now it's another mirror that says, the problem with being empathetic is that you feel sorry for the people that hurt you. And Guerdy's like, oh my God, that is so true. Okay, I mean, I absolutely feel that way. And the fact that this is a narcissist theme party says a lot because obviously I think that's like, we have a lot amongst us. We have a lot of narcissists, okay? And then it cuts to Lisa and she's the only one looking at these mirrors to look at herself. And everyone else is reading the quotes off of them. And she's like checking out her hair in the mirror. And I was like, oh my God, I love this show.
It's too good. Like you can't even write something this great. She genuinely was like, I thought I saw her with some Windex, like wiping off the saying so she could actually see herself better, you know?
Yeah,
Let me wipe this down. Just a chamois.
I don't think she even realized there were words there. She just didn't see anything. She just was looking at her reflection.
Right.
She was like Mulan.
Mulan, yes. I love it. Yeah.
Isn't there a song? Isn't that a Christina Aguilera song? Like, what does my reflection say about me or something like that?
Yeah. Yes. I know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Thank you.
Actually,
very much.
It goes something like this. It goes, look in the pond and you see yourself in the colors of the wind.
Wait, we're mixing up Disney movies.
It's Holly Hunter doing Pocahontas. But have you ever seen the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Because I have. I live in Montana now. I don't know if she does, but I feel like she probably does.
Oh, 100%.
Holly
Wyoming.
Hunter definitely lives in
Montana,
Wyoming. She's one of those celebrities. It's like, yeah, I live in Jackson Hole now.
Yeah, I just fly in when I got to do something for Hollywood. And just,
Every Thursday I have coffee with Frances McDormand down by the general store because we're normal people. And then we fly to Hollywood to do Hollywood things, but we come back, we're normal people, and we say things like this, "Hi, Jan," to the people who are walking by, because we're just one of the folks.
That's what we do. We just, go out on our land because we have a lot of land there, and we just live off the land. Sometimes we just set up a bonfire and just have some s'mores.
Yes, read poetry, sing songs by Stephen Schwartz for Pocahontas, one of our favorites.
And when we get our call to come in to Hollywood, we just drop all that, and the next thing I know, I'm in glam, and I'm Holly Hunter, the actress, the one that didn't say anything for what I got an Oscar for in that movie. I didn't say one word. The piano.
It's a piano. Fun fact: I hate piano. Banned from my ranch. Guitars only.
And maybe an occasional mandolin.
Just like Bruce Hornsby and the Range would sing Mandolin Rain. Great song. Great man.
John Goodman loves that one.
I once made love to Bruce Hornsby in the back of a Margaritaville when I was shooting a shizzle reel for my upcoming reality show called That's Holly.
It was a shizzle reel, and it's working its way around Hollywood, that shizzle reel. And turns out everyone thought it was Holly Madison. And so they gave it a go. And then they saw it was me when I flew in from Montana, and they said, no, hard no.
They replaced me with a younger actress named Tate Addison McRae or something like that. I'm not sure. Wow. Holly has a lot to say.
A lot. Shut up.
Shut up already. Jeez, we're trying to make up a show.
Narcissist.
So, Lisa's looking at herself in the mirror, completely missing all this stuff. And then she's also, she's found a flower swing, and she's now just having a photo shoot. Like, Marisol's just taking photos of her while everyone is, reading stuff about narcissism. Lisa's on there, with a finger in her mouth, smiling and being sexy and with the flowers. And she's, fully turning it into a promotional shoot for her Instagram.
Yeah. And I also taking a page out of Lisa Vanderpump's book, whoa, watch where you're stepping, because you might get an LVP cease and desist.
Yeah, exactly. Please don't bring down Lisa's flower swing brand, because she worked very hard for that.
Extremely.
Andy, I was recently scrolling on Instagram and I saw another Lisa on a flowered swing.
Oh God.
You're supposed to, Andy, you're supposed to fill in the gap when I go to the yes, you say something now. That's when you're supposed to apologize. That's my ellipses. So another mirror says, you don't always have to tell your side of the story. Time will. And Stephanie's like, oh, that's so me. That is 100% me, says the woman who has spent the past 2 episodes telling her side of the story on every single thing extensively. She's like, you want to hear a story about how my parents met? This is my version of it. Everything is like that with her.
You're so right. It's like, is this a Dateline? Why do we keep going back to you? And why do you have to keep telling your side? You're so right.
Everything is like that. So, but Stephanie and Lisa have a little bit of this is where they kind of make nice and everything. And Stephanie's being all nice to her, and Lisa's wow, you really went in on me on the bus. Now you don't want to talk. What's going on here? She's like, oh God, I'm sorry. I apologize, and I have no problem apologizing again. I know. It was nice. It's a weird, nothing was really They bury the hatchet, but I think they just don't want to have tension between themselves, right?
I think so. I mean, I think that Stephanie knows that she is new, so she does need to keep up appearance in terms of being nice to all of the OGs. And Lisa, I've actually found that Lisa Hochstein is pretty forgiving to people a lot, you know? I mean, like, obviously not with the Larsa and Lisa thing. It has, you know, it's like an octopus, you know, it just keeps growing and more legs and more legs. But I do feel like Lisa, if you come to Lisa with somewhat of an apology, even though it was totally Lisa's fault because she was like 2 hours late, right? But I do think that she does say like, okay, let's move on. Because I don't think that she really truly wants that many more issues with other people. Yeah.
She also like clearly has devastatingly low self-esteem. And so like, I think that she's like happy to apologize. That way she can like be in good, like, I don't think she likes when people don't like her.
Right.
So
I agree.
So I think she's like happy to you know, she'll stand up for herself in her own little way, but it's, you know, she's usually going to cave at some point. But notably, did she actually apologize for being so late, or did she do that last episode? Because I don't think I see her apologizing.
Didn't
at all.
Hear it. I just heard her accept the apology from Stephanie.
Accepted the apology. But that being said, Lisa tells us, like, I definitely do not want to be late with Stephanie again because I don't want to hear that ever again. I'm like, well, so it kind of worked.
Oh, yeah, good point. That's right. She said that in her confessional. So we'll see. Time will tell.
See. Yeah, exactly. I think so they all are sitting on a bench now. I guess, are they going to their benches now? Or they're just at this is a pre-bench before they get to the main bench area, right? Because there's a main bench area where Alexia has like a throne, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. It had wings. It had like, it was like an Egyptian tomb. It had an underground water system. Like it had everything.
It felt like it was maybe a clue on like the latest like National Treasure, revamp. It's like Nicolas Cage was gonna have to like go examine that throne to find out where the next part of the scavenger hunt is.
Totally.
There's a throne in Miami. So, excuse me, I have a flagrant burp that I was trying to suppress. So I didn't burp at
flagrant. So flagrant.
Flagrant burp.
Flagrant.
So flagrant. That's like flagrant narcissism burp. So, so some of the women are sitting on a bench together, and Larsa's saying how she's been trying to communicate with Lisa and everything. They have to have a conversation, and so Julia's like, yes, I mean, like Guerdy and I, we took time and we had dinner and we talked like two people who are like mature. And Guerdy just starts talking completely over. Why don't you be Julia and I will be Guerdy, and we'll express how this conversation went.
Noted.
Okay. You start as Julia.
Like Guerdy and I, we took time and we had dinner and we talked like
we had a dinner. We had a beautiful dinner. Yes, we had a dinner. I mean, I would have liked that dinner to happen sooner, but that's okay. It was you had a process. It was your process. It wasn't my process. I like to, nip things in the bud, but it was you. It was how you decided that you wanted to do it, and that's fine. And you don't have to. You can take a long time. I mean, you hurt me in the process, but it's okay. I don't know if you even knew what you were apologizing for, but I knew I got what I needed, and I know we can move forward. So the most important part is that you listened to me, and she listened to me, and that was what was good. We had feelings.
Guerdy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a symphony, really, truly.
It was two-part harmony.
Yeah, it's like I'm the wind instruments and your percussion and woods and
I was some woodwinds.
Woodwinds.
There was some bassoon happening.
Oh, definitely bassoon. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there was some bassoon. Yeah, Guerdy just talks completely over Julia. Now Julia is still the villain. Don't get me wrong, but Julia's trying to be like, like you guys have to have a conversation. Like the two of us just had a conversation, and that was really good. And Guerdy is basically like, yeah, we had a conversation. I mean, it took her forever to get to it. Like, even though she was the one who started it, like took forever, but whatever. We talked about it. Everything's good now. And Julia's getting so annoyed that like Guerdy's talking right over her.
Honestly, I love Guerdy so much, but my God, I could not handle it. I was appreciated the editors leaving in the overtalk
Yes.
Because I just felt it so hard. And it really, she surpasses, I think, most housewives in terms of the over talking. I mean, it is so impressive. But she also over talks when she's just stating things and not yelling, whereas most housewives just like over talk because they're yelling. But she has the most, her perseverance and ability to push through the over talking is, I've never seen the likes of it.
It's impressive. She just jumps right in and just goes and like doesn't stop. It's like when she starts talking, I don't think she even hears other people. Right. I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing with like real flagrant overtalkers like that. They don't even realize another person is talking because they are so tunnel vision on what they have to say. And she was going. And like Julia sitting there with this look on her face like, I'm trying to say something nice right now.
I know. She couldn't. I actually think it's a characteristic of ADHD, although we'll have to ask Adriana because she's already looking at the DMS-5, which is nice. But I do think that is something that can be, a symptom of that condition is when you talk over people, ADHD. Because I was talking with my therapist, talking over my therapist, sorry. And she said, you have ADHD. Okay. ADHD is good. You haven't. No.
I don't want to do this anymore. ADHD.
She put all the red flags in my bucket during our virtual therapy session. And I was like, wait a minute. What are all these?
Not seem healthy.
Yeah.
Not seem like a healthy practice.
In the chat is just like a bunch of red flags and buckets in my chat on Zoom with her. Now, I did take like one of those tests, like an ADHD kind of test type of thing. And I actually didn't qualify as somebody who has ADHD entirely. I think I have very small, very few traits of that. But the biggest traits are like the over talking somebody. I mean, that is a huge one. Big.
Wow. Is that that cuts across like genders and everything? Yeah. Wow. That's very interesting. Well, I'll have to look into that.
I mean, I'm no therapist.
I do talk over. I'm like, do I have ADHD?
No, you don't. I do.
I mean, I might. I mean, if I did, it's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
We're both like, we stopped talking.
We're like very, very concerned about talking over each other. And now, Amy, it is your turn to speak in a Holly Hunter voice.
I'm sorry. You go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Obviously, this podcasting aside, in a regular conversation with someone, do you let them talk? Are you talking over people all the time? No, of course not.
Yeah. I mean, given that there's always going to be a little bit of overlap here and there with everyone, like, et cetera. And, but that's really interesting. I wonder with Guerdy. Because she just fully just talks right over Julia. So then now it's time for them to play some Greek games. So they go to the other couch area, and this is where we see Adriana's throne, which makes no sense why she has this giant throne. And it is noted by people like, for instance, Adriana, that like, isn't it funny that a party about narcissism, we have Alexia, the host, in a giant throne for no good reason. Like
no good reason. Right.
Like, why is it like this? So they're going to play one of these games, a fun game that is purportedly to help them address narcissism, although we don't really see what the game plan is on the therapeutic front, right? It's just like, let's pile on to people.
Unbelievably reckless. And no structure and no healing and no direction and no actual resolution, no beginning, no middle, no end.
Just like air your dirty laundry.
Right.
So Daniel hands out like a red flag to everyone, and he's going to read a statement, and then they're going to put a red flag in the vase of the person that they feel like it applies to the most, which I was like, first of all, you had to get a lot of vases. This is a big cast. That's an impressive haul, all those vases.
Especially from Australia, like a long way,
He brought them from home. So
this is my vase suitcase. I put all my vases in here for the narcissists.
This one's from Sydney. Sydney's also the name of my ex-boyfriend who was quite the narcissist.
Here, I always check my mirror bag because I can wrap that in bubble wrap, but the vase bag, I always carry that on.
So, okay, the first question is, or first statement is, the person who is constantly talking about themselves. So Marisol, I think Marisol starts it because she goes, oh, that's easy. And then she stands up and she walks so slowly over to the vases. It was kind of like amazing suspense. It was like, how is she going to start this off? And she's like, sorry, monkey. And then she drops the flag in Lisa's vase.
And it's like, oh, I thought there was Tito's in this vase. Oh, okay.
Are there cockies in these vases? Cockies? Well, I'll tell you something. I also would talk about myself a lot if I were surrounded by such boring bitches. Got that one from an e-card too. So it took me a moment to remember how it went.
Steve had to remind me this morning because I told him I would say that joke. I would talk more if I could not be a friend of.
So basically everyone puts their flags in Lisa's vase. Lisa's like, oh great, thanks a lot everyone. And Marisol goes, monkey by a landslide.
She keeps it light.
Just like laughing at Lisa's pain. So Daniel's like, all right, ladies, Lisa had an overwhelming number of 6. Monkey for the win. Monkey for the win. All right, I want to know how you feel about that, Lisa. The therapy is about to begin right now. And she's like, well, maybe I tell my problem to the wrong people. I don't know. Maybe that's my maybe I shouldn't be talking about myself to these girls. I don't know.
I do love Lisa on defense. She does keep it pretty tight. Like her comebacks aren't that bad when she's cornered up, when she's like ganged up on in this situation. She does kind of fight for herself. I am pretty impressed. She keeps it nice. She keeps it nice.
She's much better than nice. She's much better than Larsa because when Larsa has to do a comeback, she just usually goes for the most basic words and nouns that she can find and strings them together. And it works in its own weird way. It's like, if you're like, Larsa, why are you such a dumb bitch? Why are you such a can of beans? And you're like, what? You're a stupid can of beans.
You can't even open the can with a can opener. That's because it's defective can. It's one of those cans that you get at like the dollar store or grocery outlet because it's dented and you can't even open your own can. So can it. What?
Yeah. So that's a nice twist at the end. Can it? So Larsa's like, well, you're annoying people talking about yourself. Like, you feel like your problems are the biggest ones in the room. Like, and Lisa's like, well, I also feel like you blame me for not knowing your problems, but you also don't tell me your problems.
That was actually shocking. I was like, she doesn't?
I feel like Larsa is always advertising her issues, isn't she?
Right. I don't know. But then when she was like, well, you don't answer your phone. I'm like, oh, that's actually a good point because Lisa doesn't. Maybe she doesn't.
That is so rich. That is so rich that Lisa is like, well, you know, you're blaming me for you never talk about your problems. Well, you don't answer the phone when I call you to talk about the problems.
Right.
Well, I mean, I can't be expected to answer the phone.
Right. Right. I'm too busy being 2 hours late to things.
I got to hang out with Jody. I also Lisa goes, I also think you should tell the truth and stop saying lies. And Larsa goes, so you're the lie detector test? Doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. I was like, did you see the Orange County trailer or something? Like, why that?
Lisa Vanderpump in a blazer getting a polygraph done.
That's right. And that too.
So Lisa goes, she's like, I have the receipts. And Larsa goes, baby girl, I am the receipts.
Okay, I kind of loved that.
I loved it too, but it truly made no sense. But I loved the spirit with how she said it. You know?
Yeah, she puts a little twist on it, a little sass on it.
And this is when her real voice was starting to come out. So she was going from like, baby girl, I am the receipt. Baby girl, I am the receipt. And you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Right. She really did she started to put a little salt on it, you know?
And then Lisa's response to baby girl, I am the receipt is that your Halloween costume this year? So we're getting some dwindling returns on our comebacks now.
Right, because then Larsa has another one too. Go ahead and try to get a dress in your size.
That's much more classic Larsa. Get a dress in your size, can of beans. I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Ignore.
I was like, okay.
Ignoring.
Oh, you're gonna ignore? Oh, yeah, you're gonna ignore?
Ignoring.
Oh, yeah, ignore?
Head.
Well, guess what? I don't get receipts because I like the environment. So you are actually killing whales, Larsa. Ha.
Digital receipts sent to my email, not printed.
Yeah, well, email. I don't have an email because I have Jody and you don't have anyone.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, you got an inbox that just won't stop, right?
Well, at least my box is in, your box is out.
I never said that. I never said that.
That would be where it goes. Yeah. Lighties. I never said your box was in. Your box isn't in. My box is in. It would go there, that place. Yeah. Who is the person who is quickest to take offense? It's a little spread out this time. I think everyone kind of like votes for each other, right? And Stephanie picked Lisa, which because they just had a fight, etc. And Daniel's like, all right, everyone. The one that was quick to take offense was Lisa. She got the most with 3. Lisa, are you offended by this? Because if you are, it sort of proves the point. She's like, ugh, this is like a whack game with some whack people. So, yeah, quickest to take offense.
Whack.
That's a whack game. Actually, it is a whack game. I'm not going to lie. She's right on that one.
It's terrible. It's terrible. She's right. I can't believe she stayed there as long as she did.
I know. I'm shocked. So Lisa has a little monologue where she's like, no, everybody, by the way, has narcissistic traits. For God's sake, Larsa has a Larsa light. Okay. And we see Larsa at Fashion Week, like taking selfies with that like giant Klieg light that she has attached to her phone.
Excellent edit. Excellent.
Yeah. So then we have who has the lack of accountability, who has a lack of accountability. And it's just more pile on for Lisa, etc.
Yeah.
But Adriana keeps on picking Marisol for these, which is fun. It's like an attack, like the friend ups going at each other.
Right. And I'm like, wow, I forgot they even had something because they're so not engaging at all on this series so far. It's just so I was like, oh, right. They do not like each other.
Yeah, Adriana hasn't gotten in trouble yet this season, which is shocking. Normally she's in the thick of it by now.
She's in the background. Wow. Just, flirting and talking sexy talk with every second she gets.
Yeah, well, she's in love, I guess, with Frenchie. It's taken away a lot of her energy, It can happen. You have to be careful. All right, everyone. Just understand that this is an exercise for everybody to grow and evolve, even though we haven't used any of these questions to try to find growth or evolution. Okay? It's not about attacking each other.
Excuse me, please. Can I
Yes.
ask you a question? Yes.
Yes, you may.
Okay. If somebody tells you something,
She just starts an aria.
That was a little bit more on tune than she can do, I just want to say. It's a beautiful note. All right. It's a beautiful note. Okay.
Thank you. I mean, I'm starting to talk like you. Anyway, I lost my Julia. Okay, here it is. Now, what is your recommendation on how to move forward with someone who you invite on cruise ship that takes this mad at Captain Sandy?
Well, did this person apologize? And are they in this garden with us right now?
Yes, kind of. And I'm looking at her right now.
Are you looking at a statue right now or one of your castmates? I can't tell with your eyes right now. I'm having a hard time.
It's over there. If you follow my eyes, you can see past Alexia's golden chair.
Listen, my little golden tiara is a little bit heavy. It's just sort of blinding me. Can you just tell me who you're looking at right now?
I cannot. Okay, I will sing it for you. Okay?
Okay, that's acceptable. Guerdy. Oh, all right. So Guerdy hurt you. Can you tell me how Guerdy hurt you?
Guerdy hurt
you can sing it if you care. If you care to, you can sing it, and I'll be able to tell. I'll be able to heal you of your narcissistic attack.
Yes. Okay.
My accent is really hard to do.
No, this is welcome to my
Daniel. Daniel.
Would you like me to adopt a Russian accent so you feel more comfortable discussing your issues?
That would be great. Yes.
So, tell me about Guerdy.
Oh, that's
Did she hurt you?
Yes, she.
Okay, I would like to say that I just want to say that, like, sorry, this is after I was physically assaulted, and there's been like a lot to discuss, so I apologize, but I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Daniel, but there's a bit much to discuss. I mean, have you ever heard of a Captain Sandy? I didn't think so. Okay, that's the problem right there. Okay, until you can watch your Below Deck Mediterranean, I don't want to hear you weighing in on our discussion here. Thank you so much.
All right. So we heard from Hurdy-Gurdy, and so she feels a certain way. And now, Julia, could you sing it? Julia, what is your reprise? Oh.
Sorry, that is me doing warm up. Let me. Here is how I feel. Guerdy is the worst.
I'm hearing pain in your aria.
Lots of pain.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of pain.
I'm also hearing
pain.
Martina. I'm hearing she's having a hard time too. Yeah?
Yes, because she found out that so many people are using surrogates and it is very offensive to her.
All right. Well, that's just wrong. I'm going to write it on the mirror over here. Surrogacy is fine in Australia, and so it should be fine with Martina.
Martina also said she always hated Australian Open, so I guess that all makes sense now.
Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts.
Yes, it does hurt. Can I tell you I also have another problem with someone? Can I tell you about my problem?
Yeah,
my
of
problem?
course. Yeah.
It's with goat. Goat poop all goat. My goat poop all over my kitchen. Is my God a narcissist?
Your God? The God you pray to?
Goat. Little goat with diaper.
Little goat with diaper.
Little goat. I worry goat is narcissist.
Oh, okay.
I'm concerned.
We have
How
dingoes.
do I save goats?
Yeah, in Australia, we have dingoes in diapers. And yeah, they do. They poop in the kitchen. Yeah. So what you got to do is you got to write in goat poop on mirrors so they can see what they did wrong.
Oh, thank you so much. I think this will help.
What is happening? Can we go? Can we move to the other couch bench?
No, there's one more question. Okay, here we go. Statement number 4. Who plays the victim? Who in this group likes to play the victim? And remember, if you get the most votes, you're not allowed to be the victim of this pile-up. Because it's a trick.
Oh my God. We're not going to move forward. This is getting worse and worse.
I mean, there's only one can of beans in this group that I'm going to vote for. The dented one, if you know what I'm talking about. Receipt coming through.
Receipt. All right, guys. It's Lisa. Lisa, do you have anything to say about that?
I'm really upset about this. Okay, can I just say something? Can I say something? Larsa, you're mad about a photo my boyfriend took with your ex 4 months ago. That's what this is about.
I'm not mad at that. We were playing a game. It was Duck Duck Goose.
It's not a game. You're the narcissist, Larsa. See what I did, everyone? I turned it. She's the narcissist now.
Okay, Lisa, that's not cool.
You guys have to
Lisa.
move forward. You guys have to move forward. I'm sorry. You guys have to move forward. It's very important that you guys move forward. I don't want to hear anything more. You guys have to move forward. Please apologize already.
Anything
Please
besides I'm praying for you.
Please say that you never texted anything, okay?
Your boyfriend
Please.
shouldn't yell at women.
You need to say that your boyfriend shouldn't yell at women. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Said that. I'm not used to men yelling at me.
You have to say that you're not used to men yelling at you.
He's so cheap.
And just say that, just remind people that Jody is very, very cheap.
Go ahead, tell me. You know what? I'm not lucky, okay? I'm just not lucky. Okay, Lisa? He's just repeating everything.
She's not lucky. Okay, everyone, I want everyone to know she's just not lucky. Okay, Daniel, are you watching this? Daniel! She's not lucky. She's not a lucky person. You know, when Britney Spears was singing, wasn't about her. She's not lucky.
It's getting very dark. Yes? Dark?
He's dark. So anyway, Larsa and Lisa are in a full-fledged fight, and Daniel cannot. He's trying to control it. He's like, negativity isn't the answer, ladies, and it's like, Daniel, you're an accessory here. You've done your work, which is you got them to fight. You just have to sit back, and he does. He then just starts to smile, and he's like, you know what, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, he embraces it. He's like, I'm out of control. I need to let go of control and just let the housewives do what they do.
Yeah, exactly. So Larsa is saying, well, actually, sorry. There's the fight is still. So the fight is really rampaging on, and Lisa says something about Larsa's boobs. What is it? She says,
yeah, this was so weird. So Lisa starts to kind of threaten Larsa about the things that she could say about her. And so Larsa's like, say it. Go ahead and say it, honey. Honey, girl, honey. Okay, girl, honey, baby, say it. And she's like,
say it.
You told me that Marcus doesn't have it like that. You don't want your tits to be down to your knees before you guys get married. Okay, yeah. Did I really say that? Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. And then Stephanie and Julia are completely confused about what context this is in, and we have no idea as fans. It makes zero sense. I don't know what she's talking about. Is she talking about plastic surgery? Is she talking about how Marcus doesn't want to be with her and she needs to keep herself high and tight? And then Larsa's just like, my shit, I don't know what she says. My shit is tight. I'm up and tight and right and tight is how I do. It's like, what?
I'm tight. Everything's tight. Maybe Lisa should stop worrying about my boobs and start worrying about how everyone in the group thinks she's a narcissist. Which is a fair point.
It's a good point. Yeah. Even Daniel's like, I agree. It's actually a good point.
It's an evergreen kind of statement. Maybe you should stop thinking about my boobs and about how everyone thinks you're a narcissist, you know?
Yeah.
So Lars is like, you know what I told you? Because now her voice is, you know what I told you? I said, I don't need a man. You know what I told you? I'm independent. Okay. You know what I told you? I'm teaching my kids to be independent. You know what I told you? I don't know what you're doing. You know what I told you? I know what I'm doing. And you know what I told you? I'm done. And that's what I told you. And then her voice comes back.
It comes back down. And she will never leave a scene. She'll go full force. She'll hit her crescendo. She'll come back down. She's not leaving that pit, that symphony pit. She's not going to leave a scene ever. And good for her. As the kids say, she stands on business.
She stands on business. Yeah. Stephanie actually stands on business because she loves business. So Lisa... Lisa's like, I know what you're doing. You can throw it, but you can't take it. Oh, yeah? Count the flags. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Count the flags.
Count the flags. Larsa deserves some more flags. I feel like everyone should have been able to give out 2 flags.
Absolutely. And that montage was a perfect reminder of why Larsa should have received more flags. The things that she's done in the past were great, for the show and deserves awards such as red flags.
Yes. So Daniel has a new update. By an overwhelming score of 50,000 flags to 0, Lisa has won category 5. So who here picked Lisa? Alexia, did you pick Leo flag for Lisa? Alexia, would you explain why you chose Lisa, please?
You do, Alexia, because I like your Alexia.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you for saying that you like my Alexia, because I can relate to Lisa, because I'm also going through a very difficult time in my life, but I choose not to play the victim.
Okay. So I just
want to say I don't play the victim. What I do is I go out to dinner with a whole bunch of gay men, and then I cry and scream in the restaurant and say, I want all the narcissists to die, but I don't play the victim.
So when you invited Lisa here today, did you wanted her to not be a victim because you feel like she's being a victim in her divorce and you're not being a victim in yours?
That is absolutely correct. I am absolutely not being a victim, and that's the reason why I had this party, so that way you could understand the narcissism that I've had to deal with Todd. And it's been a very difficult time for me during this divorce, and now you understand what it's like to stand in the shoes of a star who's dealt with narcissism. But yes, I'm absolutely not the victim at all. Not at all.
I agree. I co-sign. Good point, Alexia. Yeah.
Thank you. Star. This star says thank you to you. Thank you so much.
Star. And then Alexia's chair thanks everybody. And then Lisa cries and then she leaves she says that Adriana is her safe space and starts to cry.
Because Adriana's like, you guys, don't you realize this is a pileup? This is the only, do you guys not realize she lost her dad 7 days ago? And I was like, well, that is a fair point.
It is. It is.
They are savages on this show.
I mean, truly. I'm surprised Larsa wasn't like, then what are you doing here? Why are you at this retreat? Why are you here reading mirrors when your dad just died? Why?
Yeah, you should be in Toronto crying.
Yeah, you should be in Jody's eyes, crying in his eyes, his 2 big eyes.
You should be doing something sad. Why are you here?
Do something sad. She's Larsa, there's nothing to do that's sad in Miami. That's why we live here. There's nothing sad in Miami.
Everything is fun and wonderful here. And she's like, I was literally playing the game, and I was not the only one that felt like that, okay, because we all felt the same thing, and she was like, well, when we actually tell the truth and how we feel, we get punished. How is this fair? It is like getting pooped on by goat in kitchen.
And then cut to the montage of Larsa. Lisa's like, I'm sorry, Larsa has done fucked up shit to all of you guys. And here's the montage to prove it.
An extended montage of Larsa being heinous. I mean, Larsa is really heinous. She really tops the charts with that one, But that's why it really has to sting when everyone puts your flag in your vase when Larsa's there. Anytime that Larsa is not getting a flag and you get one, you just know you should know you've messed up at that point.
Yeah, that should be your own little wake up call. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Lisa goes inside because it's also like a thunderstorm is happening now. So they're all going inside to a brightly lit room. And so Lisa goes to cry. She's like, it's her standard thing. She goes into a restroom. She cries. This won't be the last time it happens this episode. And, Marisol's like, well, she got the flag at every single game. I mean, she's a big winner, monkey dinner. Am I right? Oh, God, I need a khaki. But yeah, Lisa's like, I fucking hate these people. Like, I don't want to be, I just don't even really enjoy hanging out with this group. I don't want to be with these people. I will continue to film with them as long as they keep paying me, though. Absolutely. Yes.
Right. I thought that was one of the most honest statements I ever heard when she was like, I actually don't even like hanging out with this group. I was like, thank you for saying that. So we all could hear it. I hear you. And so, but good on you for sticking with it.
So Daniel, after the Larsa montage, Daniel is like, all right, everyone, I just want to say thank you for participating tonight. I think the exercises will be positive in the end. Yes, they were. You did a great job, Daniel. Your years of being a self-help expert really shone through in this moment where you really helped no one at all.
Did he lose followers? Is that the question? I want to know.
I'm sure he gained followers because he's like a hot guy and he's on TV, and that's really all that matters.
And editing.
I guarantee I've actually not looked up his Instagram, but I'm sure he's one of those people that posts like a shirtless photo of himself, and then he like has like a thirst trap, and then the caption is something like, don't give in to narcissism because it will destroy you from the inside out. And it's like, you can't make fun of him for having a thirst trap because he put something serious about narcissism in the caption.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He 100% has some glamour shots of him that flowered swing, I would imagine. And he's like, and shirtless and just looking fantastic and just being like, swing through life. Swing back at your narcissist. Wait, let me workshop this. So
you can get there.
Okay.
You can get there.
So it's, if you don't jump off the swing of a narcissistic relationship, you'll always be going back and forth. It may look like it's flowers, but it's not. It's too long. I don't know.
So I found his Instagram. He has 823,000 followers, which is crazy.
Gosh.
Yeah. He has a book called Stop Letting Everything Affect You.
It said like that. I want you to read the audiobook, please.
Stop letting everything affect you. What is wrong with you? You just can't do this. He actually shockingly does. So he does not have any shirtless photos. He has a lot of photos where he looks like he's being interviewed by Diane Sawyer, and he's like a checkerboard. So it's like him and then saying, and then him then saying. So he has things like, the longer you go without something, the more comfortable you are without it. That goes for people too. I'm trying to maintain
I love that.
The tone. Stay away from people who expect you to prioritize them, but don't think twice about putting you last.
Dear Ben Mandelker, I heard your podcast and you're giving my brand the wrong narrative. That's not how I meant it to sound. You're more like a Kathy cartoon or those greeting cards. I'm more of a sexy, vulnerable, strong sound. Could you please, this is a cease and desist from reading my captions.
You're ruining the tone of what I'm saying, okay? It's supposed to say, a wrong partner will find you in peace and leave you in pieces. Spelled Pieces. Get it? Because it's peace and then pieces. A right partner will find you in pieces and lead you to peace. So now we go from Piece to Peace. Do you see what's going on there?
You
I don't
see
think
what
a
I did
narcissist
there?
would get this.
Did you see what I did there? I worked hard on it.
Here's a really good saying. Hi everyone, I need your help picking the cover for my new book. That was one. That was one of them.
That reminds me of Craig. Remember when Craig Conover? He was like one of the only ones that gave us a say in his book cover. I appreciated that. Remember that? His Sewing Down South or whatever his book was.
I don't remember that, actually. I'm sad. I would have definitely contributed.
It was during
to that.
COVID, and he had like 3 or 4 different covers, and it was really fun to like weigh in. And he went with the one that everybody picked.
What was the name of his book?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
like
what it's called.
Stuck in the pillows of life. I don't know. It was about pillows.
Stuck in the pillows. Stuck in the pillows of life. So, okay. So
Daniel is he
Daniel
saying
leaves.
goodbye now? Okay, good.
He leaves.
Bye.
Daniel says his goodbyes. And Lisa comes out of the bathroom. And Guerdy tells us, as I'm having my issues with Julia, all I want is to have someone say, you know what? I have empathy and let me help you make it right with the other. Which, by the way, that would have been a good role for Daniel to play.
Thank you.
Someone saying, I have empathy and let me help you make it right.
I mean, it seems
If only there were like a self-help guru here.
like a mediator that could actually, help them, direct them.
Yeah.
That was
Someone
Guerdy.
specializes in interpersonal relationships. God, too bad they didn't have one. But Guerdy decides that, you know what? Just because no one did that for her doesn't mean that like she wants to still pay it forward. So if no one does it for her, she can do it for someone else. So she decides she's going to mediate between Larsa and Lisa. So she gathers them. She gathers the two of them and she brings them over to like she brings them over to like a little bench. A lot of bench activity.
So many benches in this garden. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a metaphor. Not every bench has a back, so you have to learn to hold your back up straight without any help. That's why Alexia is in a large throne with golden wings on it, because she doesn't know how to stand on her own.
It's important for me that you're sitting on a metaphor, because what we want to do with this narcissistic behavior is bench it. So we're going to take it and we're going to bench it. It's the name of my next book called Don't Let Benches Affect You, Stupid.
Help me pick the color of the bench.
So they sit down. And Gertie's like, okay, just the two of you. Okay, listen to each other. Listen to each other. Okay, have a talk. Communicate, okay? I will be right over here. I'm going to watch you talk. Okay, Larsa, would you like to start talking? Larsa, please start and please say what you need to say to Lisa.
I was trying not to fight with you today. I know you, and I just wanted to talk. This has been going on since another season, which I think we only have summer here.
Don't mention
in Miami, but I feel like it's happened since even 4 summers ago, and I feel like I've been a friend to you.
Okay. You know what? I need to moderate. I'm sorry. I'm coming in. I'm a mediator. Okay. All right.
Am I wrong?
You sit there. You sit, Lisa. You keep sitting there. Okay. All right. And scene. I'm gonna sit right over here. Okay. Now continue.
Larsa, I have been a good friend to you lately.
She's been a good friend.
Okay.
A good friend.
Well, I have been a good friend to you in the past,
and a good friend back
in another life.
In the past. Yep.
And Guerdy, we don't need you to meditate.
No,
Guerdy.
you do. You know, I'm going to meditate and mediate. Yeah, no, you need. Okay, say the thing
Guerdy,
about.
I need to speak to Lisa
say something about
alone.
Jody. About Jody, they need to be alone. Say something about Jody.
Jody, you need to be alone. Is that what you want from me?
Okay, you know what? This isn't really working. Okay. The fact that like the two of them were talking and Guerdy kept on jumping in, I was dying. I was cracking up in this scene.
It was one of the best scenes I've ever seen. It really was. And she was far enough away, like a ref would be, like a baseball ref, like behind, home plate. Or it was just so good.
She was like talking back to the screen. It was like she was at the movies and she was talking back, and they finally were like, okay, let's just go meet at a restaurant. We can't do this with Guerdy here.
Yeah. It's not going to be fixed today. Yeah, it's not going to be fixed. We'll figure it out, but not today. Not today.
No. So then now this whole party is officially over. And now we see some stuff going on around town. Adriana is she has a textbook out and she's talking to her dog about personality disorders.
Mm-hmm.
Is she studying?
I know it's the DSM-5. It's like the official book, the official book for that all therapists, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, everybody. It's the Bible or dictionary, if you will, of what every single mental health condition and beyond means and is, and it gets legitimized in this book. And that's why it's 5, because there have been 5 versions. This is the 5th version, so they update it as things get, you know how you change things from, I don't know. So for example, what was the Munchausen by proxy? Okay, that is no longer called that. That's called fictitious disorder. So so because Munchausen was like the person that discovered what this is, so they named it after that person, and it's just such a weird name. So they're calling it what it is instead of after that person. So they go in and they change it in this book, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I understand it to be. It's like the go-to.
Wow. So I wonder, is she studying to be a therapist? Is that something that we learned somewhere along the way that it sounds vaguely familiar?
It does, but I know I'm confused too.
I'm confused also, and also concerned for her future clients. So let's be honest. Could you imagine your therapist is Adriana Demora? What about me? Let me ask you a question. Have you heard hit song Miami's on fire?
Well, remember when she did ketamine last year? She is on this journey of therapy. So maybe she just has it for her own sake.
And she is very scholarly. Like she has a few degrees. She speaks a lot of languages. Does she have a degree from this could be totally wrong, but does she have a degree from like Harvard or something like that? Or
like the University of Paris, or I don't know. Well,
yeah,
she does have degrees, art degrees, and she's very intelligent. Yeah.
She is. She's like very studied. So this makes sense. Lisa is getting some, like, her butt electrocuted. So it's like, yeah, this is the equivalent of 20,000 squats. She's like, I'm in.
Jeez. Wow.
And then we just see her butt just
just bobbling,
undulating, bubbling and bobbling. Kiki takes her daughter to dance class. And now we arrive at Julia's house, and a social worker named Connie shows up, and Connie's doing a check-in to make sure that the new kids are okay, etc. And so Julia's, being very nice to this lady, and she's saying, I just cannot stop smiling because Martina is spoiling the boys so much. They have this incredibly cute relationship, and Martina is good at everything. Of course, she will be a great mom. So it's another scene of them talking about their growing family, which feels a little cringe in the wake of Martina's tweet earlier this week about how surrogacy is wrong.
Yeah.
And you saw that tweet.
I sure
did. She said, surrogacy is wrong. Sometimes we can't have it all. I'm like, you're literally sitting through a 2-year storyline about your adoption process.
I know.
Like, sometimes you can have it all, by the way, I would like to say.
It was very insensitive and close-minded, just having blinders on of not recognizing what's really happening in the world and other people. Like, yeah, it's just
it's also just like, it's like, what a random hill to die on. Like, why are you coming for surrogacy? If it helps people like achieve the dreams of their family and help someone else actually earn like a paycheck, like, why not?
I know. I was pretty shocked by that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gross. So Julia's just going on, and she basically is having this whole scene where she talks about how that her kids,
her friends came over, or her family came over, and then the kids were very trepidatious, and she recognized that. I appreciated her talking about that.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I'm just curious. I wonder if is the approach to protect the kids until they feel more comfortable around strangers, or is it like exposure therapy to be like, no, like, you're gonna have to get used to people coming by. I'm very curious of what seems to be the better approach for something like that, because there's a part of me that feels like, oh, don't start like sheltering the kids away from strangers too much because then they may like not socialize properly.
Oh,
but I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't know what the right, but then those kids have gone through trauma of having gone to different households and stuff like that. And there is some desire to have normalcy. So it's sort of interesting, I thought, about.
I think it's smart to pull
like
back at first. If she noticed that was the reaction, I think it's smart to be overly cautious, at least for a while, and then start.
Yeah, they are new in the house.
Yeah. Wow.
And make life like safe and calm for them.
Yeah, get that foundation.
Yes, exactly. Sing some opera to them.
Oh,
just calm their nerves.
So much opera.
Just calm those nerves with some sweet tunes. Now we go over to Stephanie. She's having dinner with her husband Masood and her parents, Nellie and Joe Biden.
Furtado.
I was like,
Nellie and Joe Biden. You're so funny.
I was like, what? Joe Biden has a secret family here in Miami?
Hilarious. I did not see
Nellie
that coming.
and Furtado.
That's really funny.
He looks just like Joe Biden.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't even think about it, but you're so right. When he smiled, yes.
It was 100% Joe Biden. So, Stephanie is like, anything that has to do with my parents worries me. I mean, if they have a migraine, I worry. If a hurricane's coming, I'm devastated. I installed their Nest and Ring cameras in their house, and I haven't even told them I could see them in their house. Is that weird? I think it might be criminal. I mean, it's not criminal, right? It's your parents. What if they fall? I want to know.
I know. I was like, Jax, is that you?
The spirit of Jax lives on.
Yeah.
So she is really attached to her parents, and her dad is only about like a year or two.
Yeah.
They're not that.
2 years.
I think
right?
2 years. Yeah, just 2 years.
67, 65. That was shocking.
That's really close.
I mean,
I understand May December relationships. It happens that way, but
absolutely,
that's really close.
It just, it really took us to the reality of what that must have been like for her dad or her mom, even just, hello, nice to meet you. But they're such a match. That's what's wild about it is they really do. She's an old soul. She loves to work, and they work together.
He loves doing TikTok dances, so he's a young soul. And yeah, they are just a wacky duo. I want him to show up like with a skateboard, be like at a boombox, be like, "Hey, what's going on? I'm a young soul."
Yeah,
Masood.
bandana. Yeah.
Young Masood.
Young Masood. DJ Young Masood.
DJ Young Masood. So Stephanie is talking about business because she loves business. She goes, I feel like a lot of what I am as a businesswoman comes from my dad. It really does. I mean, I was literally raised like a boy, okay? Learn to ride a bike, don't cry, you can do it, you're not quitting, keep going. It was like that. And he told me the weak people will never survive. And then the dad is like, yes, it's a saying of mine. Always have a knife in your mouth and let's move forward.
My dad always says that. I love how he has these sayings. It's so good. It's so much better than those sayings on the mirror. It's just like great. Just they're threatening.
Always have a knife in your mouth.
Yeah, they're borderline threatening, but they make you a stronger person.
Can I just say this? Hot take. I don't want a knife in my mouth. That feels dangerous and scary. What if I trip?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That is not safe. That's not safe. You should leave your knife in a holster or some sort of sheath. And leave it at home. If I saw Stella with a knife in her mouth, I would say, young lady, you are coming back to Orange County right this moment.
You leave that rave right now, young lady. I can see you on FaceTime, and that knife is not in a sheath.
Have you been out after 2 a.m. dancing with a knife in your mouth? Young lady, you are leaving Paris right this moment. God, Mom. Can't even have a knife anymore.
If you have a sheathless knife in your mouth, you'll die. You'll die. You'll die. Someone will die.
Someone will die. Earl the Pearl. I saw him holding a butter knife and I said, don't put that in your mouth unless you've got a sheath for it.
Yeah.
And he said, why are you always coming down on me?
He said, I'm trying to be a pirate. And I was playing games. I was playing sex games. I said, I don't like that. It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous. Maybe if you ate some more vegetables, I would trust you with that knife. But until I see you using that knife on a carrot, I just don't know. Earl the Pearl, the original pirate.
The original pirate.
He was the first ever. People don't realize.
Pirate, darling, did somebody say pirate?
Oh, pirates! It's a new song I'm working on. And now, for a limited time only, Countess Luann and Julia Blush in Russian. What's her last name again?
Herzegovina? I don't know.
Julia and Countess Luann sing the hits.
In a round.
River. In our canoe on the Moon River, paddling slowly, even though the moon is covered by a cloud.
Cloud.
I don't really know the lyrics to Moon River beyond Moon River. Moon River, and then I'm like, I don't know the rest.
Sure.
So Stephanie starts talking about her siblings, and basically they're not talking, and the siblings aren't talking to the parents either, and they're like, oh God, they're so sensitive. No one talks to them. Like, oh my God. And so Stephanie's saying she wants to make it better, and she is planning to make it better, but I don't think it's gonna get better. I think this is gonna be one of those classic situations where it's gonna be like, well, you keep talking about us on your TV show, and you're just making it seem like you're the hero, and that's gonna make them like her even less.
I agree, Ben. And then the dad getting in there. You're welcome. And then the dad getting in there and being like, you know, because Stephanie said they're very sensitive, and he's like, a lot.
Oh God,
sensitive. And I was like, oh,
not
geez.
even a toothpick in their teeth,
right?
Let alone a knife.
Let alone, yeah. And I just thought, don't do this. And the best thing that happened was the mom was like, please don't. I'm gonna cry. You know, because this was starting to be dangerous for her making up with them on this show, which I know she would like to do. So our only hope is if the sisters are thirsty enough for fame that they'll be willing to make up on television.
One can only dream.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a great track record with these kind of things, but the dad going on TV and being like, oh God, they're so sensitive. It's not going to be very helpful.
From a different planet, he said. Like, oh my God.
I forgot. From a different, they're like aliens, and not cute, sexy aliens. They're like Alf. It's like, I've got two daughters and they both look like Alf. Who wants that?
Bad. It's really bad.
Dad, stop it. So now we go to Guerdy and Russell, and they go to couples therapy. And this is just a very nice scene where they talk about, the trauma of cancer. And Guerdy is saying how she really wants she wants Russell to be in a couple with Russell again, and not that he has to be the caretaker as much anymore. This was such a lovely scene, and I got a little misty-eyed, I'm not gonna lie, as she talked about like the struggles and how there was a point where she was saying that she was like, I don't care what happens. Maybe if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And then he was like, no, I need you. And I was like, that kind of got me a little bit there.
Me too, Ben, because I mean, this is the part of like when you struggle with cancer, a lot of the times you don't see the rebuilding portion when you survive and you may be continuing treatment, but you don't really get to hear about the trauma with your partner during that time. And it was so touching to hear Russell say, well, no, when I look at you, it's not like I feel like a caretaker. When I look at you, I'm in awe. I'm so proud of you. I can't believe you're so strong. And we got to see Guerdy hear that for the first time in this therapy session. And she was so emotional. It was amazing.
I got like chills when he said, you always say I'm traumatized. I'm not traumatized. I'm amazed. I'm proud of you. I was like, oh, I was like, that kind of took my breath away a little bit. Like that was just such a beautiful and wonderful thing to say. I mean, like season after season, Russell really shows up to be like a great husband on this show.
One of the greatest husbands I think we've ever seen.
Yeah, because how many husbands have we seen or boyfriends on various other Bravo shows where like the wife is going through something, whether it's pregnancy or postpartum or something like that. And then the husband like steps out on her and it's like, well, I just wasn't getting the attention or yada, yada, yada. We just are reading the gossip about Sheena and Brock, how he cheated on her when she was pregnant. And he was like, I just felt like I didn't deserve to be another father again. There's always some bullshit excuse.
Right.
But then it's like nice to see someone like Russell who's like, I'm just going to stand by my wife's side and be like the best husband I possibly can be to her.
Unbelievable.
It's great.
Unprecedented, really.
Yeah, he's so great. And then Guerdy talks about her abandonment issues that she has. And she talks about how she was basically dropped off in Miami and like the rest of her family got to live in France. And so she kind of felt like left out. And that may be like the root of like a lot of her reactions to things.
Yeah, that is traumatizing. I mean, wow.
It's wild.
And then we got to see her react to Russell in that moment for the first time. And then in the confessional, she had another epiphany. She was like, maybe that's what happened to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's really showing it all.
Yeah, she's having like a triple header of epiphanies because she's like, I mean, you don't understand what it's like to be dropped off at a cousin's house and then you don't see your parents you don't see your father for 3 more months and you're just wondering, when's he going to come back to get me? Wait a second. Maybe this is why I act the way I do. I never even thought about that before.
I know. And it's funny because she doesn't even need a therapist to come to her own conclusions because she's talking so much. She can direct herself into that discovery.
She can do it all herself.
Mm-hmm.
So now we go. She certified her therapy. So now it's the main event. With Lisa and Larsa are going to meet up to finally settle the score. Let's move forward. Get back to being the best friends that they are, you know? Yeah. So let's like sit down and like let's talk. Yeah. Like how long can it be before we like sit down? Like honestly, like right?
Yeah.
Like
right. Well, so like I just feel like you weren't I wasn't I don't want to be here, but I'm here. So I just really feel like you're not a good friend. So
Wow. Okay, well, you know what? There's like a lot to dive into, okay? Because like, you know what? Like there's a lot. Yeah, but like we've been having issues since the summer because I've never been thrown out of someone's house before. Like, yeah, and I've never been sworn out like that at my house before, okay? So we see flashbacks of like the first episode when they like fought, you know, and Lisa threw her out of the house, you know? Mm-hmm. And Lisa's like, you know what? Jody, he got heated because of Marcus, because it's a touchy subject. Marcus Jordan, very touchy subject for Jody. Obviously, Marcus is a very central person in Jody's life.
Very.
So, like, you have to tread lightly.
They're so tight.
So tight. Bros before hoes. Mm-hmm. It's never truer than when you look at Marcus and Jody.
I know. And Larsa's always like, he met him through me. He met him through me. He met him through me. Is that true?
Yeah, because Larsa's the one who brought Marcus into the group.
Right. Okay, so they didn't actually know each other before the show.
No,
okay,
Jody fully latched on to Marcus. And it's also like, really, can't you do better, Jody? Yeah. So Larsa is like, well, Jody said to me, you're the one that had the paparazzi take the photo of Marcus in the south of France. And I said, me? What am I? The CIA? And that's what started it all.
Well, the paparazzi guy told us, and he told that to Jody, and Jody told me, and then I told Jody, and Jody I told. So that's how it happened, Larsa.
What? Wait, you're full of shit. That was the sound. I'm doing the Foley. I'm doing the sound effects on the soundtrack.
Who said that? You're such a narcissist. Who said you could even do the Foley and the sound effects? That should be split up amongst all of us as a cast. And you didn't even talk to any of us about doing that. And Jody has a problem with that too. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that I'm full of shit? Also, why?
You know why? Because you're running low on friends, and I'm the only friend that literally took the time to meet you for lunch. Because guess what? No one else is at this lunch but me, because I'm like the only one that took the time. Because guess what? I picked up my watch, and I was like, look, I'm taking my time, because I'm taking the time, because it's a watch, and I took it.
Stop.
And
I'm
going to lunch.
I'm not running low on friends. I'm running low on cocaine. I mean, AC. I'm running
yeah, it's
low.
a little hot in here.
No.
We should get some AC.
You change friends like you change underwear.
Work it out slowly.
And
one word at a time. Just choose here's what I do. Look around, find an object that's near you, and then use that. Okay.
Okay. So you flicker your friendships like that fake candle over there that is never going to go out like it should.
You know what? You can't be in my sun because that's you're like that awning because you can't be in my sun. Awning face. See, it works. Just find an object.
Okay, that was actually a good one, but I'm not an awning face, okay? You should worry about your window treatments inside of your house and not mine on the outside, because your darkness and your drapes need to be trimmed.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't like the window into my personality, because it's a personality that has a lot of options, like a menu. And I'm going to order a crab cake from myself, my personality, and a Diet Coke, please.
The waiter's like, you don't have to keep doing your bit while I'm taking your order.
I know, right. How about I order also to split the tuna tartare with you and your stupid games that you play. Please.
Tuna tartare, something that's not cooked at all. Like Lisa's personality. Raw. You're raw, but not in a commendable way.
Commendable. I'm not sure you would say that, but yeah. I'm
So
going to
basically,
the bathroom.
Yeah, I did like when you mentioned before when Larsa was like, "You're a narcissist." She goes, "You know what? I'm a narcissist. You're a narcissist." I was like, "Okay, Lisa, that was pretty good."
Lisa has had some good ones. Last week when she called Stephanie a boss baby in her confessional, she had me. I was like,
great.
nice.
That was good. You know, she gets it right. Like at least once an episode, she gets one in. She gets one in.
She does.
So Lisa goes off to the bathroom and she calls Alexia to cry, and she's just going on. She's like, it's doing that Lisa sobbing, venting thing, and Alexia does not care. Alexia is clearly like getting her nails done and just giving her like generic support. She's like, oh yeah. Lisa's like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that to me. And she called me all these things. She said there's red flags. Everyone hates you. You have no friends. Yeah, no, that's terrible. No, that's not nice. That's not nice.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's so generic.
That's not true.
No. I want the poppy red. What? No, you're just popping red mad right now, Lisa. Don't worry about it.
I'll do the paraffin, please. What? I mean, you are a parent, and you are fantastic.
Oh, okay, right, I am. But hold on, I'm getting kicked out of the bathroom by a stranger.
Because there's a lady in the stall. Lisa is sobbing and she's going on and on and on. And there's a lady in the stall, and you just see the camera just keeps showing this woman's feet, just like, oh my God, I want to leave this bathroom stall, but there's a woman having a meltdown outside by the sink.
I can't believe if my feet were filmed under a stall, I would feel so violated.
It is kind of violating.
Yeah.
And then they cut back to Larsa, and Larsa's just waiting, and Larsa is fine. She's like, I don't care how long it takes. She is on her social media. She's like watching a Trump speech.
That was amazing. We need more of that. I want to see what these housewives are looking at.
She's like, oh wow. But then she goes from like the Trump speech to like a makeup tutorial.
Yeah. It's some sort of influencer. Yeah. Just passing the time.
Just a day in the life of Larsa Pippen, going from Trump to
fashion.
a makeup tutorial.
Yep.
Fashion, whatever. So then Lisa is like really, she's moved from the bathroom, and now she's just gone into the restaurant, and she's like, and another thing, I mean, you know how it appears, how everyone's piling up on me. I just lost my dad. I mean, it's so hurtful, and you don't understand. And the host comes up to her and goes, miss, excuse me. Hi, you're being a little loud. Can you go outside, please?
Yeah. Oh, you outside? Okay. Uh-huh. It happens to her all the time. She's used to it.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. Yeah, she didn't even get mad at the host. She was like, yeah, I'm just
heard it before. Right. It just rolls right over her. Yeah, I know the drill. It's amazing to me because they go into these restaurants, and when they have cameras, they feel like they're infallible. They can just do and say whatever they want in a public place, and they never think that they're going to be approached about shutting up or quieting down ever.
Yeah. And it was like, I think this is the first time we ever saw someone on the history of the Real Housewives. We ever saw an employee say, you're being a little too loud. We're going to need you to step outside.
Okay. That's what I thought.
There's a very strange lady out there watching a makeup tutorial. Maybe you want to sit with her. I don't know. Oh, that's your friend. Great. Even better.
Yes. See how quiet she's being? That's your example.
They're gonna give Lisa one of those like iPads that's like for kids. That's like in the shape of like a frog. And be like, here, would you like this?
Right, and some crayons, and the menu, like a kid's menu.
A maze. Oh God, Lisa will be stuck on that maze for a few hours.
Yeah, Lenny used to do all the mazes.
What's even the point? Why are you in the maze in the first place? So she comes back. And she's like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm really hurt. Like, and I think that like maybe you wanted that. Maybe you wanted to hurt me. And Larsa's like, how am I trying to hurt you? Like by telling you to be a better friend? Like what have I done to you besides be there for you and XYZ and this and that?
Yeah.
So
like, you always say that. You're always saying stuff like that.
You can call me anytime. I always answer. Okay. The moral of the story is that like I was like looking for you like to be like a better friend to me and this and that and XYZ. And like that's where it all stemmed from. Cause like I love you. And I'm sorry I came to Jody's party and called you a bitch. Even though you were totally being a bitch. I'm sorry you lost your dad. And it felt like it wasn't there for you, even though it was totally there for you. You're being such a bitch about it. Maybe I should have been like, I don't know, more there for you because you're such a bitch. You don't even realize it like that. But can you accept some responsibility in being a bitch?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I would have known all that stuff was happening and like I would have known about your emotions. I didn't know you had feelings and like emotions because you've never called me to tell me that. And you've never told me about that you even had them or were given them by anyone. So I'm sorry for that I didn't know you had emotions. And I'm just like, when you have your feelings and you felt them, like, I just didn't think they were real. So it was like hard to understand you.
Yeah, no, I get it. So, I think we both just have to do a better job of communicating and like picking up the phone and then like putting the phone down again and then picking it up and then maybe put it down again. It's called a workout. Now, not everything. Our situation went too long. It's gone on forever. Like, I hate it.
I hate it. I hate you. I mean, I don't like having conflicts. So, I mean, like, I'm okay with this. And I got a really good storyline right now. So, I mean, it's probably about time we make up.
Yeah. And so they, they basically like, we don't like conflict. We don't need to do this anymore. And like, I miss you and I love you. And so they hug. And the customary Larsa versus Lisa early season fight finds resolution at long last. And we'll see how long it lasts. But for right now, they are smiling and happy and in a good place again. So it's beautiful that Julia came to celebrate that moment for them.
Truly.
So that was it. That was the end of the episode. Amy, a joy as always. I just have so much fun talking to you. Okay.
Oh my God, I do too.
I'm sorry. You're
I'm
just
sorry
a hilarious person.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too. Okay. Thank you.
You know what? I was talking to my best friend / daughter Avery, and you know what she said? Doesn't matter what she said because she looks older than I do. Okay. Avery looks old. I look young. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God, she does probably say that verbatim.
Well, for a while she said like we look like we're sisters, but now she probably says like, whoa, my daughter looks older than me. That's how good my skin routine is. Okay.
Somebody said to me the other day, I was shopping. Okay. I was getting ingredients for chicken a la Florence. I can't remember the chicken she was making during COVID. It was like, oh damn. It was like this
chicken Mar-a-Lago.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. And someone said, you know what? You look younger than your daughter. And I was like, what? Okay. All right. I'm going to say it. I'm going to repeat it. That's what it is.
And I do. And you know what? It's all thanks to this painter's tape. It's called Stick Blue Painter's Tape. And it's really good. And I love it. And I use it a lot. And it makes me feel young. So everyone go get some painter's tape. Okay. This is a sponsored post.
Stick Blue Painter's Tape.
Because her sponsored content is her SponCon is hilarious whenever she's like promoting something. Ugh.
Yes.
I'm just a terrible person, but hilarious content.
Oh, you got that right.
Stops giving. Well, you also provide hilarious content. Could you remind everyone where they can find you so that way they go like subscribe to your podcast and all those good things?
Well, thanks, guys. Just subscribe to Drama Darling anywhere you listen to podcasts. Give it a follow, give it a like, give it a nice review if you like. And then also over on Patreon, you can find me and all of my other darling co-hosts there. I'm at Meet Amy Phillips. We got at Deanna M. Chang. We got M. DeRizis, Jam Moyer. I mean, all the stuff. Thanks for listening. And thanks for having me again.
Of course, you are a darling. And thanks so much for filling in for Ronnie twice. Really appreciate it. And we will catch everyone on our next episode. Bye, everyone.